guys, welcome back. Hope you're having a great week. So today I thought I'd do something a little fun. I was going through my jewelry box and noticed that I actually have a lot of like kitschy stuff. Not kitchen, kitschy. Like it's kind of unique and just fun and funky. And I thought that might be a fun video topic for today. And I'm now looking at it and realizing that almost all of it is necklaces. So I think we're going to start with bracelets. Because I think you've seen most of my fun earrings already. I know I've shown you these. I wouldn't really call these kitschy, but they're fun. So we're going to start with bracelets. And then I'm going to show you some necklaces. And I even have a crystal that I'll show you that a friend of mine gave me. But basically what I have in front of me is vintage stuff, fun stuff, and just like really unique pieces that I just thought would be fun to talk about. So let's get started. This first one is from a Native American artist, but I don't know who the artist is. I can show you the hallmark. So that's the best I can do. But this one is one that I actually got here in my hometown. It's a little cuff bracelet with some gold overlay. Really, really pretty. I haven't actually seen anything like this anywhere since. And I'm going to see if I can get it on my wrist. I never wear bracelets, but I couldn't not get it. It actually fit me really nicely, which is why I never wear bracelets, is because they don't fit. Because I have small wrists, but I have, I don't know, kind of interestingly shaped wrists. So stuff doesn't always fit. I'll roll my sleeves up so you can like actually see it. But it suits me, I thought, which a lot of Native American stuff doesn't. But in my hometown, that's kind of what everything is Native American. But yeah, I really like this one. See if you can see the hallmark. There, if you know who that artist is. I sure don't. It says JK or KJ, so it might be just kidding or kidding just. Probably neither. But yeah, I thought it's a really pretty piece, and it can definitely be very much of a conversation starter, which is kind of what I wanted to show you today mainly, was kind of conversation starter jewelry pieces, which is something that I really like. I like to wear stuff that is a conversation piece. I am very introverted, so it is much easier for me to have something to talk about. So I try to make kind of what I wear be a thing that we could talk about. Not that I wouldn't wear this anyway, because this is all just stuff that's very my style, but it is kind of nice to wear something kitschy and something just kind of funky and fun, because it's always a way to get someone to talk. It's to be like, what do you think of this? Which is, it's a good skill to have that I don't really have, so this is my cheat code, essentially. This next bracelet I'm going to show you, I never wear. I don't know if it's one that you're supposed to wear or not. It was a gift from a friend of mine who was moving, and she found this and she gave it to me at church. It was very sweet of her. I think she said that it was a gift from her mother to her, and then she gave it to me, and I really like the way that it clasps. So it almost looks like a watch in the way that it's built. Very watch-like. But then these guys here, they line up, and this pin slides through, which I would show you on camera, except that I need both of my hands and both of my eyes to be able to do it neatly. But there you can see the chain that pulls out the little right-handed, the little peg that opens it. And it's just a really fun style. It's super unique. It's one that I might wear if I had the right outfit to wear it with, but I've only had this for a few months, and so I haven't found the right outfit to wear it with yet. like it. It's kind of a little bit Mediterranean, a little bit like classic Roman style, I guess. I really like it. It's fun. It was very sweet of her to give it to me. I do display it. I haven't worn it yet, but I do. I leave it up with all of my other little, like my Europe souvenirs and all that. This sits over there. The other 2 bracelets that I have were actually made for me by my tattoo artist, who is now a jewelry maker. And these are just like super fun, super kitschy bead bracelets. And I need to polish them. I'm sorry, Lee. They're tarnishing. I should have put them in anti-tarnish bags, and I didn't. But they're really fun beads. And very much conversation pieces, because it's very much a, is that homemade kind of thing? Because they are homemade, and they do mildly look homemade. But if you ask me, that's just a really fun way to start a conversation with someone, and that's just a really fun thing to wear in general. I love wearing stuff that is homemade or that is unique, or stuff that's handmade at the very least. Like this is pretty obviously hand beaded. And I love the pattern that she came up with. I just think it's just gorgeous. It's super fun. I don't wear it enough. I need to wear bracelets more often, I think. But yeah, look at those beads. Look how pretty. And the other one is also from her. And she even put a little unicorn on it. We dubbed this one, because I was there when she was making this one, we dubbed this one a fidget bracelet. Because it's very much something that would work like a fidget cube. Like you would wear it and have something to fidget with. Because there's all sorts of moving parts on it. Like this, the wire that the unicorn is dangling from is a little bit loose. If you pull on it, like if you tighten it, it actually fits perfectly around the whole thing. Which, I don't know, I think it was just a really fun, again, kitschy, clever, funky conversation starter design. And then she did the 2 crystals by the clasp that make this lovely little tinkly sound that anything that makes a little tinkly sound, I'm much more apt to wear it. You can ask all of my coworkers. If I have jewelry that makes noises, especially earrings, I'll do this all day. Ding, 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 ding. These don't make any noise. I should have worn some jingly ones. And that's all I have for bracelets. Like I said, I don't wear bracelets very often, but those are my kitschy ones. But my tattoo artist who made me those last 2 bracelets was also kind enough to get me this crystal. I don't remember what it is. She gave me the registration card and everything for it. And it is slightly imperfect, but it's so pretty. I know her intention was to at some point make it into a necklace or something for me, but we understandably have not seen each other in a while. But she did give it to me to hold on to and play with, and it's just kind of it's one of those things that you just want to sit and feel. So I'll just hold it sometimes and just play with it. And it, again, is a little bit like a fidget cube. It's just a thing to have in your hand, and it's a really nice... I don't believe in anything to do with crystals, personally. I mean, I believe crystals exist, but I don't think they do anything. I think they're just pretty. And this one's really pretty. I display it generally with this guy. As far as necklaces go, a couple of these I think you might have seen before. I couldn't remember, so I just grabbed all of them. And the first one I'm going to show you is homemade, and it was homemade by me. This is a choker that I put a little mermaid tail on. Because it kind of, I don't know, the style of the lace that I chose for this one just seemed very mermaidy. So putting a little mermaid tail on it was just worked. So it looks like this on. My mom said it looks like a mustache sometimes. I disagree. But this is definitely very much of a conversation starter just because it's just cute and fun, and I've literally never seen anyone else wear a choker that had a mermaid tail on it. So this one is a really nice conversation starter. It's just a fun choker anyway. I made it because my best friend and her husband and I were going to Las Vegas, and I was like, I need a fun choker. Mermaid tail it is. This next one is one that I think you might have seen, but I'm going to show you again anyway. I'm going to clasp it first. This one is my essential oil necklace. So on the inside of it, this one I think has, this one has flower petals on the inside. A lot of them, they'll do like a felt pad on the inside, and you just put a few drops of whatever essential oil you want that day. And then throughout the day, you'll smell it in your jewelry. So that was a really fun design. I like the rose, and again, I just really like kind of Victorian or Celtic styled stuff. I think it's really pretty. I got this off Etsy. I don't remember what the store is. So, you'll have to look it up yourselves. But they have lots of different options on Etsy too. But yeah, this one too is also a really good conversation piece, especially if you have a really strong smelling essential oil in it, because then other people will smell it and be like, ooh, what is that? Is that a perfume? And then you can talk about the necklace, you can talk about essential oils. I'm telling you, anything to make a conversation easier, that is what I will do. This one is one that I got in Las Vegas. This is one that I feel like I may have shown you. I don't remember. This one is from Cirque du Soleil in Las Vegas, and I wear it honestly fairly often, but it says no goal was ever met without a little sweat, Cirque du Soleil. I just thought that was a good little mantra. I like that. And it hangs really nicely. It hangs at like just the right length for a lot of the tops that I have. It goes to right about there, which just works really nicely, and I didn't have anything else this long, and that's at its shortest, so it actually is supposed to hang longer than that as well. But I do not have that long of a torso, or that long of a chest rather, so I tend to kind of wear shorter stuff. Let's see. This one is on cord. This one I actually got, I think as a gift when I bought some books from this author. It's from Ted Dekker, who is just one of my all-time favorite authors. Flip it around. I actually have a tattoo of this as well. This is the circle symbol from Ted Dekker's Circle series, and it's just on cord, so it's just like an easy thing. I keep considering taking it off the cord and putting it on a chain, but because it came on the cord, I'm like, but this is original. But I normally will try to hang it like right here. I don't wear it very often. It's more of a summery piece. I wouldn't wear it in the winter probably. But again, because it is such a fun or such a unique symbol, it is a really nice conversation piece. And with the way the circle is designed, the Circle book series, it is also a really good way to talk about faith with people, which is what I really like with this particular piece. Let's see. I think I have 4 more necklaces to show you. This one is one that I got with my best friend. And it does not like to hang straight at all because of the way that they did the jump ring at the top. But this is one half of the Starfleet logo. And my half says, "Ben always be friend." And her half says the other half of the quote, which is, "You have been and always will be my friend." And I just loved it. I got them from QMX, Quantum Mechanics, as soon as they launched. I contacted my bestie and I was like, we need these. So I went ahead and got them for us. I don't wear it very often, again, because it wants to hang like this. Because they did the jump ring this way, like, it just wasn't a great idea. But if I was to add another jump ring to this and string the chain through that jump ring, it would actually hang nicely. So if I do that, then at that point I will start wearing the necklace more often, because it is really fun. And because it only says half of the quote, it makes a really fun conversation piece if someone knows the quote, because then they'll ask who has the other half and things like that. So I do really like this one. And you know, Star Trek is always a good thing to talk about if you don't know what to talk about. If you're me, another good thing to talk about if you don't know what to talk about is dice. Gaming. Talk about gaming. I'm good at talking about gaming, right? This one's new. I actually haven't worn it yet, but I wanted it because I knew it would be a good conversation piece for me. This is a little mini D20 in chainmail. I may have also gotten it because I wanted to learn how to do this, and I thought having one would be a really good way to figure it out. So I got myself this nice little, well, I didn't get it for me. My mom actually got it for me for Christmas. Just a cute little D20 that I think should hang to about here, which is a nice length. And as always, really good for conversations. Nerds tend to be introverts, and we also tend to be just looking for an excuse to talk about gaming. This is a good one, I think. I'll let you know how it does. I got one more from that same Etsy shop. My mom got me this one. That is also a weave that I want to learn how to do in chainmail. This is scale mail. If you helped out with Kaya, you might recognize this pendant in the middle. It's very similar. It's not the same thing, but it's very similar. But yeah, this is a scale mail necklace, which I'd never really seen. Nobody really does scale mail as a necklace, but look how fun that is. Just check that out. I love it. And I have worn this one once, and it did spark like a ton of conversations, because it's just gorgeous and super unique. And again, it's just a little bit nerdy without being too nerdy. Love it. And last but not least, I have one more vintage piece to show you that was a gift from a friend of mine at my church. She gave me, because she has a bunch of vintage jewelry, and she had never worn this one and had a hard time selling it. And then she knew I would love it. And I will say, it doesn't look like one that I would wear. I rocked it. This is a vintage turquoise necklace. And it's just really funky. It's almost a choker. I would call it a little bit longer than a choker, but it is close to being a choker. Let me see if I can try it on. It's not going to go with what I'm wearing. I found that it went really well with a turtleneck, though. Yeah, it's longer than a choker for sure. But these are not evenly spaced either, which is just kind of fun and funky. I don't know, I really liked it. It's very unique. It looks really nice and vintage, which I liked. And then if I didn't have these on, it might actually go with what I'm wearing. It's not classic at all, and in a lot of ways, that's really, really, really fun. And is a lot of times something that I look for is stuff that's not classic, but unique. Because unique is a great way to start a conversation, and unique is a great way to show off your own personality, which, of course, I always recommend. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you next week with another video. Let me know if you have any ideas of other stuff that you would like me to do, if you have any other stuff that you've seen me have that you would like to know more about, because I really enjoy doing the show and tell videos, obviously. Have a good one, you guys. Have a great weekend, and I will see you next time.